What's up guys, Justin here for S&S Archery. Today's gear video is on the Spot Hogg Hogg Father. Now Spot Hogg's obviously been building sights for a very long time. The indestructible sight, as most people would say, very heavy duty built, lifetime warranty, made in the USA, machined aluminum, 6061. Everything screams just heavy duty, a sight that's definitely going to withstand, a lot of abuse. They are a little bit heavier. The Hogg Father comes in right around a pound. The Hogg Father is kind of Spot Hogg's, go-to do-it-all-in-one sight. From micro adjustment to the 6-inch dovetail, all the great features of a fast steady excel. This sight performs on the most, high-end levels for a 3D guy, and then also guys that want to take the same sight and use it for hunting. I'll just kind of break in and show you some features of this sight. This particular sight is the double pin version. They are available in a single pin, a double pin, the 3-pin, 5-pin, and 7-pin. As far as your pin sizes, they're offered in 10,000ths, which is those 10,000ths pins are going to be very precise at long distances. A little bit harder to see early in the morning. The 19,000ths, like this version, is going to be, easy to see in the morning, great till about 50 yards. Then that's where those 10,000ths kick in, that longer distance. But a good start point, for most people's, comfortable yardage just to shoot. And then the 29,000ths are available as well. These are for guys that just struggle seeing their pins. But as you can see, this is the double pin. It's on a single post here. So basically what you're gonna do with the sight when you first get it is you'll sight it in. So your top pin, say 20 yards, your bottom pin might be 35, right? So there's no pin gap adjustment on this single post. And so for some guys that might be, 15-yard difference, or for some guys it might be 11 or 12, just depending if their bow's faster or not. This is a fully adjustable bow sight. So what that means is once you get it initially sighted in, you're gonna get some sight tapes from Spot Hogg, and they're gonna correspond to your arrow speed. Those are gonna go on your elevation knob right here, and then your double pointer pin is gonna correspond back to your actual pins in your housing. So whatever the top yardage is or the bottom yardage is, that's what your top and bottom pins are gonna shoot at. Like I said, this is a micro adjustable bow sight. So basically, what that means is right now, this bow sight is in the locked position for your elevation. You can actually twist it now and move the sight up and down. Or if you need to dial out real fast to say shoot 70, 80 yards, you can pull it back and move the sight up and down. With Spot Hogg, they have their HRD technology, which means there's no bushings, there's no slop, there's no buzz. It's a very quiet system. Unlike the Fast Steady XL or the Fast Steady, none of your gearing's exposed. I really like that about this. There's no chance of a stick or any dirt and debris getting inside the gearing system. Ultimately, just a very smooth slide up and down, and so you're able to shoot those long distances as needed. Just remember to lock it back in so as you're hiking, it doesn't move on you. As far as your left and right, that's adjustments made up here. You have this windage knob, and then you have your micro adjustment that you can make the sight move left and right. As you can see, it's toolless. A lot of sights, you require an Allen, however this one does not. As far as this version, so the Hogg Father comes with a 6-inch dovetail. The mounting plate, you're actually gonna get inside your case. You're going to get a dovetail knob. So initially when you buy it, you're gonna have an Allen that's basically set in here. You can use that Allen if you don't, you're one of those guys that's gonna leave that bow sight on all the time. Or you can use the dovetail knob and really fine tune in and out, at the range, make some field adjustments. A benefit of using a dovetail knob that can unscrew, you can actually take the sight off, throw it in your pack, hike up the hill, and then put it right back in the same spot and you're good to hunt. Like I mentioned, so you're gonna get this case, a very nice case, full foam. So this is, oriented more towards those target shooters, guys that really, take obviously a lot better care than the hardcore hunters. But the sight fits in here great. You also get their single ring system, the dovetail knob, and then here are the sight tapes and instructions provided. So these are going to be all your sight tapes that will correspond to your bow speed. This bow sight does have second and third axis adjustment. So with your bow nice and level, to get your bubble and your scope housing nice and level, basically what you're going to do is you have an Allen here on the front, on the side, this small Allen on this side. You're going to loosen both those, loosen the top Allen, the bottom Allen, and now your scope housing is going to move. You just slowly tighten it up to where it's nice and level with your bow. As far as your third axis adjustment, very important to do this, to check it. So if everything's level and you're shooting on flat ground, your bow's going to be fine. But as you angle down to shoot, that's where that camber and that pitch in your scope housing comes into effect. So by setting this, it's really easy. It's about a half twist out, and then slowly tighten in or out to get your scope housing to match your bubble. So what you're going to do is basically check it at a 45-degree angle, make sure you're level, put your pins, something in a door jamb, something in a straight line. Keep doing it until you get it nice and level, and then go ahead and tighten it down the rest of the way. Just going back a little bit on the actual 6-inch dovetail, also what's nice about running the dovetail is you can really fine-tune your scope housing to your peep size. So a lot of guys like a sliver of light, a lot of guys just want to see the rings themselves, and the dovetail gives you the option to be able to do this. You do get the single ring, plus you get the multi-ring, triple ring system here. So what's nice about the multi-ring system is basically on a bright sunny day, your peep is ultra clear. That's really when you want to sight in. So you want to move it into an interior ring. And then as you go, start shooting in low light conditions, your peep gets fuzzy, you start to see a lot more object. And then ideally you want it right out here on the end. So basically the whole time you're keeping that center scope, you're not losing any part of it, or it's not too small to where it's hard to center it up with your peep. One final note, Spot Hogg does offer a sight light. So it just screws in right here on the top. It's a simple add-on. You can find this in our store. And then also this same sight just condensed down to a standard mount is called the Tommy Hogg. I'll have another video on that at a later date. But if you guys have any questions about the Spot Hogg Hogg Father, please feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email. We'd be glad to help. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.